Podcast Live, where you get your favorite hot topics from a Christian perspective. Starring National Gospel Recording Artist, Pastor Ron Todd, the lovely Mel Phillips, everyone's favorite aunt, Penny Ellis, and the swag-tastic Josh Jad. This show is dedicated to our beloved C. Ashley Brown Lawrence. Buckle up, you're in for a ride.
Hey,
Hey, okay,
hello.
hey.
Welcome to the Pew, everybody. I'm so excited, Mel.
Me
We got
too.
another great show today. Come on
Yes.
in, y'all. I see y'all coming in tonight, our live audience on Facebook and YouTube. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us today. Look, we got a great show. Let me just tell you.
We
Angel
do.
Nicole is here. She's not a stranger to the show. You guys know she's like my blood first cousin. So like she's really like her dad and my dad are brothers. We're family for real. Cause you know everybody
Everybody
cuz and
cousins.
bro and sis and no, like for real. We had to make that plan because people be like, oh, okay, they real cool. Like, no, like we literally have the same blood. Like it's real. It's a real thing. But she's here today and she has so much that we're gonna talk about. She does have a brand new book. We're gonna talk about that, of course, but she's always doing amazing things. And you know, Mel, you have sisters and a plethora of cousins. You know how like when your family does something really amazing and you just be in awe and you just
So
stand back and be
happy.
like, it's yeah. She's a cousin that I just be like, oh my gosh, this
Aw.
girl here just continues to make us gush and be proud. And it's crazy, 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 crazy. So I can't wait to talk to her. And believe it or not, because our lives are so busy, we don't get to talk every day. So it's going to be exciting to see her. People, I think people just assume like, oh, that's your cousin or that's your sibling. Like you assume that people talk every day, but
We be
we
busy.
live
People
life.
be
We
busy.
busy.
Yes. We
So
never
it
miss
just
a
always
beat, no matter how long we go without talking to the people we love, but we be
that's
working.
right. And life be life and then everything else in
Yeah.
between. So I'm excited. My wife is on. She says, good evening, Pew Crew. Good evening to you.
Hey, Lady Mary.
Yolanda, I see you. She says, hey, Pastor, who knew?
Hey,
I didn't. Well,
Yolanda.
I'm so glad you are here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Listen, for those of you guys who are joining us for the first time, make sure you hit that like button, hit the share button, let somebody know that we're on. We got an amazing show tonight. I'm super, super excited. So don't be stingy tonight. We need to share, share, share. Let everybody know that we're on. Of course, as you're coming in, make sure you say hey to us because we not funny acting on the pew. Y'all know
Not
we
at
only thing
all.
we just don't you be chewing no gum sticking on the bottom of the seat. Now we don't do that on this pew. But now you can speak to us or whatever, and we're gonna speak back to you because that's what we do. So come on, come on, come on. Lady Mary says, good evening, Sister Mel. Kevin
Oh.
says, hey, Pew Crew. He's showing us
Hey,
some love all
Kevin.
the way from New York. Kevin, I'll tell you something. Somebody sent me a meme the other day, and it was of a frozen rat in New York. Because, they say there's rats and mice everywhere in New York. And it was so cold outside, the rat was frozen. And I thought of you, Kevin. I
Okay.
thought of you. Charlotte says, hey, Pew Crew. Hey, cuz.
Hey, Charlotte.
Yolanda said, y'all have me crying. Oh, get ready. You ain't seen nothing yet. We got you. And I'm excited because we had to phone a friend today. Of course, Auntie Kevin's laughing at the rat. Auntie Penny, her work schedule, she's saving lives. She is a hometown hero. And so she's
Mm-hmm.
not able to be with us. However, I phoned a friend, and Satira Page Mitchell will be with us tonight. And so she's going to be one of our guest
Hey.
co-hosts. And so she will be here in just a moment. There's my other cousin. She says, hey, Pew Crew. Hello, Wanda.
Hey,
So
Wanda.
good to see you.
Well, how many cousins you have? I thought I had a lot of
Listen,
cousins.
listen,
Look,
I've
y'all,
had
don't run up on them tides. It's a whole bunch of them.
hello. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yolanda says, "Yeah, we got you, Yolanda. Oh, you're watching on YouTube. Very cool. Yeah, it's a lot of us. You know, our parents. It was 10 of them, 5 girls and 5 boys, and so everybody got
Wow.
kids, and kids have kids, and some kids have kids. So it's a lot of ties. It was a lot of us. So all right. Well, when Satira comes in, whenever she gets here, we will make sure to welcome her. But I do not want to keep Angel waiting any longer. I'm so excited. Wanda says, "Hey, hey, we out here." That's right. We are out here. And Angel is out here as well. She is, oh my gosh, she's an author. She is a public speaker. She is also
Okay.
the first African American podcast founder and owner of the Alive Podcast Network. She has so many accolades. I feel like I would be going on and on forever. I don't have her bio in front of me, but just know that she's a pretty dope person, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about it when she comes on. Put your hands together for my cousin, Angel Nicole.
Yes.
Oh,
Hi.
hey.
Hey. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here and to see all my cousins pulling through. I see y'all.
Oh, come on,
Yes.
Tots. Come on.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I knew it was going to happen. Here is Satara. She made it, y'all. Clap your hands for Satara Page Mitchell.
Yay.
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
Satara.
How's it going?
Good.
We're
Well, I was
good.
like, I knew you guys were going to come in at the same time, and you did. So it was perfect.
Awesome.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, Angel, thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. I know how busy you are, so definitely appreciate you.
Hi. No, of course. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure coming on and sharing kind of what has been happening in the DMV. So thank you. Thank you.
Cool.
So it's a lot happening in the DMV, by the way. We first of all, since the last time you were here, we have a brand new president who is not new to us, but
Yeah.
he has returned to the office, and it seems like everything has just turned upside down. Tell us, what do you feel like the political temperature is? What are people saying? How are they feeling? Because obviously there's a very big divide in our country, and it's very obvious even down to the election. But you being boots on the ground there in the DC area, involved in media, tell us what the temperature is.
Um, for me, well, first off, thank y'all for having me. But I think for me, what I've seen and what I've heard is a lot of people are scared.
Hmm.
A lot of people feel like they never really had to pay attention to what's happening politically. They've never really felt like, okay, there's a change in power. They never cared how it impacted them. But now Americans literally are like, oh, I didn't know DEI affected me as a white woman. I did not know that DEI affected me with my FMLA and having a baby, like, or working remotely.
Hmm.
So now the
Mm,
country is like, oh, okay, what's really going on? And then if you look at, like, it's like every week there's a plane falling from the sky or,
Yeah.
rolling over. And
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan, you know, I was living on a plane. Like, you would call me, nobody would know really where I was. But today
right.
I've been on one plane and I probably will not be on another one anytime soon until
Right.
somebody needs to have some real conversations around what's happening and why it's happening. And to my comfort, that is not what I'm seeing. And so, but yeah, I think across the board, a lot of people are just afraid and they don't really know what a month is going to bring to 5 months or 6 months, and definitely not in 4 years. And so, yeah, it's a unfortunate reality, especially this being the nation's capital that I'm in. Um, and a lot of government workers, what is it? Over 40,000 people took a package.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'll tell you, I mean, as someone that's on a plane every single solitary week, it has been definitely a heightened time of prayer for me because
Yes.
when I tell you, as frequent flyers, like I get on a plane and I put my headphones on and I go to sleep and it's good. Whereas
Right.
now, listen, when we walking through the jetway, I'm touching the plane. Listen, in the name of
Right.
Jesus,
Hey,
I'm
man,
speaking in tongues. Listen, I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at the
you
pilot.
got your
Like,
anointing
let me check
oil.
you out real quick.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in a spray bottle, and I'm just gonna walk by like, shh, yeah, because it is definitely. I mean, it's not like one plane, since January 1st. There has been 87.
It's
There's not
like
usually 87
every
plane
It was
crashes in a
day.
yesterday.
year.
Wow.
It
It's
was
every
yesterday.
day you see
Mm.
something. I'm like, this is, like you said, it's
Mm.
scary.
Mhm.
God doesn't want us to be fearful, but it's like, this is something different. And they haven't even been in office 90 days.
Not even 30. It's not, it had a real, and I
Yeah.
think that's the part that we haven't really like hit on. Like these executive orders, these changes, these mandates, all of these things literally have hit us. Like I was having a conversation with somebody earlier today. It's like whiplash. Like you get hit, then there's something else. Then it's Elon Musk. He got your data. Then it's this. And it's like, oh,
That
okay.
name is like chopsticks to my ears. That Elon Musk. What Maxine Water calls him, the co-president.
Facts, facts.
It's
And
actually
that's exactly the power that he has.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what his real VP's supposedly doing, but Elon,
Collecting the check. He's
facts.
sitting somewhere relaxing for his 4
That's
years.
it.
Did you guys see where they
Wow.
kind of chopped up the video with Elon Musk's son and what he was saying to the president?
Yes.
Hmm.
You're not the real president. Shush.
Yeah. And then he said, "Shut your effing mouth."
What?
Yes.
It
Oh
was
wow.
it
It was
I heard
was
crazy.
it.
terrible.
I'm like, I'm being
Wow.
here is enough. Like some of this stuff, like I just have to tune out and stay prayed up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, with so
And
many
that's
federal workers losing their jobs, are you seeing like more for sale signs going up? Like, what does? Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah,
Good thing.
like I mean, well, so a lot of them kind of like took the package, right? Or
Mhm.
thought they were taking the package. And
Mhm.
again, I don't even know if that has been revealed really what that means or what that's going to look like down the line. A lot of it was really, oh well, this is you'll get paid through September, I want to say it was.
Mhm.
And but that wasn't mandated by Congress. So people took something, but there was really no official notice that this is really what you're walking away with. But
oh
if
my
you've been a
gosh.
government employee for a long time, you have a nice, like, I'm sure you're still going to get some type of severance. And then you of course have like your retirement and things like that. But for the number of people who walked away, and even if you look at the number of layoffs with the IRS, and it's like this ball that's spiraling. And real talk, like I feel like we ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
Oh
He
wow.
just getting started. Like I feel like a lot of these things he said he was gonna do. Get ready for the
I
things
was
that
just thinking that people are so upset, and I feel like he's doing everything he told us he was going to do. He came out the gate guns blazing, and he's
Right.
everything he said in his campaign, he has not lied yet. And this is why I remember during the campaign, you were out, Angel. You were rallying and really
at the
pushing
DNC.
for VP. Yeah. And now we have people that I feel are kind of like, ooh, wow. Either maybe I should have voted, even when I thought
Or
my
maybe
vote
I should
wouldn't
have been paying
matter,
attention.
or
Yeah.
maybe I should have been paying attention. And I almost feel like people have a lot of commentaries concerning our former vice president, but I think that's why she was so let down, because I think his views and the things that his actions were so outlandish. It was almost like, really, y'all? Do you think,
Yeah.
are you
Right.
that worried about the fact that I'm a woman? Are you that
Mhm.
worried about, me allowing women to have a choice about their bodies that you would want to put him in?
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
and
it
even
was. She was
sorry.
a woman, and she was a woman of color. So, I mean, that's what it was, and we see just how much racism we still have to deal with in this country. And for the people with the buyer's remorse, we tried to tell y'all.
Not buyer's remorse. And I think the other thing that, like, and again, I don't know how prevalent this is in other areas or if the media is talking about it in other areas, but the amount of deportations and how agents are literally going into schools, pulling people, kids. But then there are like fake people. I don't know if y'all heard about like the fake people that are raping women and like doing all this. And it's just like,
no, I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah.
But I knew that there were people pretending to be agents and detaining people. Where I live, there's a huge Hispanic community, and a lot of people that I knew that were undocumented, they left by the end of the year. They left. They didn't want to take a chance on getting deported. And what people don't know, it's not like they pick you up on Monday and Tuesday you where you supposed to be. They could hold you in custody and send you to a whole nother state. It's a very traumatic experience. So people around here are very fearful.
Yep.
Well, I think one thing I would say one thing that this is allowing to happen, though, is I am seeing and hearing more conversations, and people are starting to talk more. And I think the wonderful thing that you have is a platform for them to talk. Let's talk really quick about the Alive Podcast Network. I'm so excited about this.
Wait, Ron, before we go there, can I just address what the gentleman had said, the last comment that you popped up there? About the executive orders and the things that are happening that is the distraction. Have y'all heard about the brain in Memphis?
No.
Which is why I was like, hold on, pause, let's rewind. So Elon and them are building this machine, whatever you want to call it. And on a recent interview, he essentially called this machine the new God.
Oh, wow.
And it's being built out in Memphis, but it's an AI technology. And so again, like exactly what Kevin is saying, which is why I was like, wait.
What?
Go back before we talk about Alive. Alive can wait. But we have to be educated. And a lot of these things are happening and are put in places that a lot of us don't look, aren't privy to, and don't know. And so, so to fast forward to what you were saying, part of the thing that I'm really excited about with Alive is to have a platform that is not like it's mine. I built it. Like there's nothing that is.
Come on now.
So it's all our voices, so we can communicate and share information and learn and do all the different things at a rate that we're not worried about, like me canceling you because you're speaking your truth about what you're seeing in your community.
Right.
So that's essentially like what Alive is. It's a app that's available on iOS and Android, with just content that's hosted by all Black hosts. And then there's the opportunity for them to monetize their content, and hopefully the Pew View will be coming. I don't know if he can see me, but can you see all the head work I'm giving you?
Yes, I see.
But yeah, like, so that's the goal, like, is to make sure that we have a place where our voices can be heard, because, like, you know, it's necessary, especially today.
Yes, absolutely.
It's so necessary. And speaking of voices being heard, I want everybody to tune into Alive now. I think this is absolutely amazing. Great content. Can you tell us about this show that you have on the Alive Network?
Yes. So Alive Now was created pretty much for like political conversations. Specifically, I built it for like covering the Democratic National Convention last year. And it got so much attention. And then I didn't really necessarily have the time to commit to continue building. But now we have 2 political shows on the network. One is called Have Your Way with Auntie A. And then another one is The Water Cooler. One's more liberal and one's more conservative. But so we still have like that political type content available on the network.
I think it's so cool. And like, I think I pay like $5 a month, like $4.99. I don't even feel it. Like, I know it comes out, but it's so affordable that I don't even feel that it comes out. But I have access to Alive, and I just go on and I listen to shows, and there is some great shows. How about Tamar Braxton had a show on there called Undercover, and you can still like get some of those
Under
episodes, and
construction.
it's very, very interesting. Under Construction. And it is so good. Oh my gosh. And Angel has a show called The Devil is Alive. I mean, it's so much good content on Alive. Tell everybody one more time how they can access the network, how much it is, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so a lot of what you said is very true, and thank you for sharing. We are actually featured in this month's, I don't know if y'all have Costco. Oh, I know y'all have Costco, but are y'all Costco members? So in the February issue of Costco, we are featured in the magazine. And
oh my gosh, that is amazing.
So yeah, like we have like a lot of like really great content. We have just over 100 shows on the network. We're launching a new sector actually next week, when we celebrate our 3-year anniversary, and it's called Alive in Faith, where our goal is to help faith-based leaders, churches, congregation, all the things, be able to help monetize their content. So we had been $4.99, but to really help churches more, we're increasing the price to $9.99 so churches can get that residual revenue. So they get 50% every time that somebody subscribes, and any of our creators get 50% anytime someone subscribes and selects their show as the reason they're joining the network. So it's really stimulating the Black creative economy, helping churches, especially with all of these grant cuts happening in the government. So we just want to help do our part to make sure we can still support one another.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love that. You know, I feel like everything you do, you're always giving back, you're always encouraging. And I think that that's what I'm most excited about when it comes to this brand new book that you have. The 30-Day Visionary Archangel Dream Catcher. Tell us about this book.
Okay, so this book, actually, the proof just came in today, so it doesn't officially come out until the 25th, but the proof came out today, and the book is all around helping people execute their visions. Like going from just saying, okay, this is what I want to do. Here's the idea, but how do you get from idea to execution and living and walking in that reality? And so it's so funny because like when I picked up the kids today from school, you know, I'd go through my little thing and I'm like, oh, you know, what was the best part of your day? What was the worst part? And they were super talkative today. And I was like, oh, you guys want to know what mommy's best day was? And they're like, what? And I was like, the proof came in for the book. So I hand it back to them. And so my oldest, he like takes it, he flips through it. He was like, mommy, this ain't a book. This a workbook. And I'm like, you gotta say it like that. And then like, because I felt offended by like, it is a book. He's like, no, people got to do work to, you know, to have this. And I'm like, okay. But and I had to sit with that. And then I realized, I felt like God was like, you're absolutely right. In order to reach the vision, you have to do the work. It doesn't.
Yes.
That's it.
And so I'm looking at it and I'm telling people like, this is an investment in you. Like, I understand everybody can't afford to necessarily work with me one-on-one, but I've made the book to make it very easy for you to have a guide, to feel like you're not alone. And you have like literally step-by-step procedures. There's affirmations, there's writer prompts, there's a section for you to like highlight what are your dream catcher goals for this week. Did you hit them? Why not? What are your roadblocks for the week ahead? All of the different things that we often don't want to deal with. We don't want to sit there and write what we really want. We just have it in our head. But even the Bible says, what the Bible say? Write the vision and what?
Write the vision.
Make
it plain.
Yes.
So this literally helps you write the vision with intentionality around walking in your purpose.
Man, I love it.
So the book is now on pre-order. Tell everybody how they can get it.
Yes, it's on our website, angelnicole.us. Or you can scan that QR code that was just up there. That'll take you to pre-order as well. But yes, it's available for pre-order. You'll get a signed copy mailed to you. And the price up there includes shipping and everything. So yeah.
Angel, you have done it again.
Get it, girl. It is.
She has done it again. I'm so excited, and we're gonna have more with Angel. She's not going anywhere. I'm holding her hostage for the hour, which is big because she's busy. Okay, but what we're gonna do now, we're gonna play some music. Here is the Tara Page Mitchell with Your God.
Your God, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it at that. Your God, I'm not. Your God, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it at that. Your God, I'm not. Every time I call you, you rush through. You're a God that cannot lie. Never have I seen it. Cast all my cares at your throne. You hear my need. Always performing your word. Concerning me. Your God, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave this space alone. Yeah. Your God, I'm not. Your God, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it. Please take the lead. Your God, I'm not. Not a respect of persons. No, no. But I got access to all your promises. I may not cross all my T's and dot all my I's, but yeah, you look beyond and all you see is your scars. He'll never leave you hanging. Never by yourself, no, 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 no. No forsaken. No, 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 no. He may not come when you want. He may not come when you want him. No, 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 no. But it's right on time. Right on time. Right on time. Your God. Your God. I'm not. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Your God. I'm not. Cast all my cares on you. Your God. I'm not. I'm gonna leave it at that. Please take the lead. Your God. I'm not. Gonna leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it. Cast my care. I'm gonna leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it there. My need there. I'm gonna leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it. Whatever the need is, I'm gonna leave it at your throne.
Come on,
Love it! I absolutely love that song.
oh, she
Can you
said
hear
she
us,
can
Satira?
hear us.
Uh-oh. Can you hear us now?
She don't have sound.
Oh.
What if she go out and come back in?
Yeah, try to go out and come back in.
No, we can't hear you.
Go
We
out
can't-
and
no.
come back in.
No.
For those of you guys who are watching now, this is live, so sometimes we have some technical difficulties.
We have a.
Bear with us. Okay,
She'll
yeah,
be
she's
right
probably
back.
gonna
I
go out and
love
come
that
back
song
in.
though.
How did you? Isn't it like easy listen? It like feels really good.
Yes.
Kevin said nice. Lady Mary says love that. Yolanda's got the fire marks and the hearts. Yes, I love that as well.
I
So
love
when she
it.
comes back, she'll tell us about where we can grab that. I'm super excited about that. Super excited about that.
Now, Angel, while we're
Also,
waiting for oh, go ahead, Ron.
no.
Oh, I was gonna ask Angel, is this her first book?
No. This is probably book number 4.
Okay.
3, 4, somewhere in there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure you guys get all the books by Angel. And then Satira, where can we get your guide?
You can get it on all your music streaming platforms. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. Where else? Pandora, Amazon Music.
Yeah.
Yes, please support. It's so funny hearing myself. I didn't know you were going to play the music.
Yeah. Oh, that's my song. Now she has some other songs too. So make sure you just go type her name in and get everything you see. Everything you see. Satira, I think just get it all. Get everything. Also, Satira, you and your husband are pastoring an incredible ministry, and we're excited about that. And you guys have something coming up very exciting. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have the clinic coming up on March 1st through the 2nd. We're so excited about these powerhouses that's going to be there with us as we gear up to just having services every Sunday. We wanted to be very intentional about how we rolled out in brick and mortar because ministry is a great task. It's fulfilling, but it's a lot of work. We wanted to make sure that our tank was full and not operating on empty. So I just think it's very pivotal during this time that we provide healing, not only for ourselves, but for other people. So the clinic, healing the preacher, prophet, and intercessor. So yeah, we're going to have, my mom is going to be there, Pastor Lisa Page Brooks, Bishop Roderick Dallas, Prophet TJ Modoc, that's my godson, young preacher on fire for God. He's going to be there on Saturday night. We have Reverend Judge Donald Coleman Sr. He's 36th District Court, and also Apostle, powerful prophet. Apostle Phyllis Cameron is going to be there with us, along with Pastor Mario Pedraza and Dr. Ebony. So we're going to have early in the day on March 1st, starting at 11 a.m., we'll have Apostle Phyllis. She'll be with us, along with Reverend Judge Donald Coleman. And then following that, we'll have our panel discussion with my mom, Pastor Lisa Page Brooks, Bishop Dallas, and the Pedrazas. That night, we'll have Prophet TJ. And then March 2nd will be like the official launch of One Way Church. So I'm like super excited. My husband and I, Pastor Aaron, we are just doing ministry God's way. We're unconventional ministry, and we really believe in letting the Lord have his way. And we decree and declare that we shall see heaven on earth. So you guys are free. Come on out and celebrate with us.
Yes, please, ma'am, please, sir.
Yeah.
And you can always go to Pastor Satira's page, and then you can see these flyers a little more up close and personal, get the information. Tell them your social media handles, Satira, if you don't mind. That way they can make sure they stay connected.
Okay. On Facebook and Instagram is Satira Page Mitchell. And for the church, it's One Way Church on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I am excited about that. Well, it's almost time for us to move on to my favorite point of the show, but I got to stop and mention our angel, Miss C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, who was the first co-host who was casted to our show. She went on to be with the Lord 17 months ago, and we never do a show without mentioning C. Ashley Brown Lawrence and what she meant to us here on this show. Guys, she actually has a new single that came out last July called The Old School Medley. The blessing is that Ashley lives on in her music, and she has a whole album of music that hasn't even been released yet, except for The Old School Medley. So if you haven't already, make sure you go out and grab that single by her. And of course, if you haven't grabbed my latest single, it's called I Can Get a Prayer Through. It's available on all digital outlets and still impacting radio. All right, Mel, what time is it?
It's time for the hot topics.
Let's go. Y'all know this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of the show. I wonder why. Uh-oh, Satira drinking tea with the pink up. Come on here. Here we go. So, first of all, this young lady in Memphis banned from all Walmarts worldwide after she was caught scanning a $1 barcode for $137 worth of items. Now, I want you to tell me how you thought you was going to get away with that. And you know what that is? Basically like she took a $1 barcode and tried to scan a bunch of items with it. First of all, every register has a camera. And it's just like, what are you doing?
She had to give it a try.
So, at what cost though? Like really? Was it that serious? At Walmart with them blue light specials? You had to. Okay.
People shouldn't be stealing, but Walmart really watch people. If you steal, you got to go to like an upscale store. They don't watch as close as the people at Walmart. But don't steal.
But don't steal. All right, we're moving on to something a little more serious. This story makes me think about Jonah and the big fish because this gentleman actually got swallowed up by a humpback whale. Take a look.
¡Hey! Ya, vente. Tranquilo, agarra el bote, agárralo, tranquilo, agárralo. No te subas, agárralo. Tranquilo, agárralo. Agárralo, vete para la orilla. Tranquilo. Ya voy. Agárrate de la cuerdita. Agárrate de mi cuerdita.
Pensé que me había tragado.
Tranquilo, agárrate de mi cuerdita. Agárrate de mi cuerdita de atrás, no me tumbes. Eso, tranquilo. Vamos.
That was the longest second of his life.
And it was the dad filming his son. That's the back end of it.
Wow.
The dad just so happened to have been filming his son. They were out kayaking together, and the whale swallowed him and then spit him back out.
Wow.
I would have had that kayak stick in that mouth.
That's right.
I would have been beating on the roof of that mouth. I would have been beating on the roof of that mouth. Like, you're going to let me out of here. I'm going to Nineveh. Hear me? Oh, my God.
Listen,
he got in that whale. He took that stick and said, that whale said, let me get this fool out of here. I thought I was going to be eaten. I didn't even know that humans were whales' prey. I didn't know the whales.
The whale might have just been playing with him. Like, let me see what this do.
What this tastes like.
Yeah, let me just.
I don't think whales eat people. I just think he was a casualty of the water. No, that day.
Yeah.
If anybody goes kayaking with me and the whale come and get you, baby, you belong to the whale.
But wait a minute, did he have a selfie?
You know the
My
one.
thing is, did Daddy have a selfie stick or what? Because I mean, the camera wasn't shaking or nothing. Dad was just filming just as calm. Well, they kick
He
it,
was
amigo,
so
amigo, amigo. I would have been. My hands would. I would have dropped the camera. Listen, it would have been in the water.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Crazy.
we are moving along because that's rough. Now, this lady, one of my things I always think about when I'm driving, especially because at night in the wooded areas, sometimes you see people like riding bikes and stuff, and they really should have on like reflective gear. They should have lights
Right.
on because I need to be able to see you, especially if I'm tired. But look what this lady did.
This woman hit a man with her car so hard he got stuck in her windshield, and what she did after was absolutely unbelievable. This is Shantae Mallard, and in 2003, she was driving home after a night of partying with her friends. Shantae was under the influence of drugs and alcohol and decided she would still make the 30-minute drive home anyways. A few minutes into her drive, Shantae felt a loud bang on her car and got out to investigate. She had just hit a man by the name of Gregory Biggs, and he was stuck lodged in her windshield. Shantae decided to continue driving home instead of getting medical help. When Shantae arrived home, she left her car in the garage with Gregory still stuck in the windshield. Throughout the night, Gregory begged Shantae to help him, but she ignored his requests every time. In the morning, Shantae did one final check on Gregory and discovered he had passed away. Shantae then disposed of his body at a nearby park and set her car on fire to hide any evidence that remained. 3 months later, at another party, Shantae was overheard laughing and bragging about the fact that she hit a man with her car and got away with it. Police were then informed and immediately located and arrested Shantae for her connection to the murder of Gregory Biggs. Following her trial, Shantae was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 50 years in prison.
Wow.
That's awful.
What, are we blaming it on the alcohol? Because why didn't you just get the man out that car? Get your DUI, get him some medical attention, and move on with your life. But you're going to sit up and let the man die? And then what you thought it was cute, and now you run around telling everybody you got away with it, fool. It's too much stupidity in this story.
It is. I was like, because I don't even know where to start with that one.
I mean, how can you drive?
It's too much to unpack.
With too much debris on my
mental health.
How you driving with a whole human stuck in your windshield?
And his head is in your face.
Right, the whole time driving.
That
make it.
You was that drunk and that high. Ain't that much drunk and high in the world. What it was is that she was scared because she probably was high. Realized she hit somebody, but was frantic and just thought, I'm gonna just leave it there like it was gonna go away.
Jesus.
But then you come back in the morning and see he dead, still not gonna do the right thing. You gonna go hide his body. But then she probably got drunk again. Some people get loose lips when they drunk. They just start spilling stuff and just started telling everything.
It's the truth, Sarah.
Unfortunately.
Ooh.
Well,
she could have had 8 years instead of 50.
Right.
I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
Or none and just a DUI.
Yeah.
Right. The lesson in that is we got to pay attention, and then if you, God forbid, make a mistake or have an accident, just do the right thing. All this shucking and jiving, it just own
don't
it.
Drink
Absolutely.
and drive. If you got too much to drink, just stay where you are.
Yes.
Uber is too many
whatever
other
you gotta
options
do.
now. Just do not drink.
And know your limits. Know your limits. There's nothing wrong if you want to have you a couple glasses of wine or whatever, but don't get no pissy drunk and then get out and drive. What's wrong with you?
Some people don't know their limits, and that's why they don't need to drink. Drink at the house.
Well,
practice at home before you go outside.
That part.
That's true. That's true.
Some practice runs.
Yes, practice at home.
Well, just like our next clip, as much as this guy practiced the bass, he needs to practice where he going.
Thy hand has provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.
I don't know what's wearing me out, that real sharp me or unto me. The note was just so
Wait, did somebody
off.
fall?
Yes.
The bass player fell, and he
And
fell
he
into the
just
keyboard player.
It was him
No,
being
nobody
unfocused.
has rehearsed. Right. He gonna get that note out. You hear me?
Right.
Wrong and all. Extremely sharp and all. He was gonna sing that note. Hey, Christina.
again. You got
Oh
to
my God. I don't know if
practice
he
that
was okay or not.
note.
The alcohol brings out the person's true self.
Mhm.
I think she's just an evil person. Wow. God bless her. And she gonna run into some more evil people in prison because they're not gonna
Mhm.
like that. I can tell you that right
For
now.
50 years? Oh
I
my
think she's mentally ill.
She
Honestly.
was. She
Yeah.
did have, you could look at her and tell she has some issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And I think
And
it's
still,
that's the
important to
thing.
go.
Yeah.
We need to go. Like I don't know why, especially in the Black community, that we separate our brain from our body. Like everything is connected, and we really need to
Mm.
go see a therapist. Like I believe in God and therapy. And then who cares if people talk about
Yes.
therapy? Is not seeking counsel. Is not a point of weakness. It's actually strength to be that vulnerable in front of a
Yes.
person and get the help you need.
to get the tools that you need to continue to build a good life.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't have to know that you're in therapy. If you
Right.
are one of those people who feel like it's shameful, go anyway. And just don't tell anybody and just heal and get to a better place.
Oh
Yolanda,
my
you
God,
might
Yolanda, you gonna get in time out. She is crazy.
It's funny.
Okay. Well, guess what? Miss Lady hitting the man ain't the only one going to jail. This grandmother going right with her, who's 80
May
years old.
Williams will be an inmate.
Never been arrested before.
Never.
Never been to jail before.
Never. I've always tried to live within the law.
Not so, says investigators with the Florida Department of Financial Services. And on Monday, Williams will be charged with insurance fraud. She's been ordered by the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office to turn herself in. According to a complaint, Williams filed bogus claims with Citizens Insurance back in 2017, claiming her house was hit by lightning during Hurricane Irma, damaged her roof and pipes. The complaint says she knew it wasn't true. The complaint says many of the receipts submitted had been altered. But today it's not about guilt or innocence. Williams is not a flight risk and won't be charged with a violent crime.
In my 38 years of law, I have never seen this particular state attorney's office be as heartless as
Williams attorney Jonathan Schwartz says the state attorney's office can issue a summons to appear in court, and she'll be there. 80-year-old Daisy Mae Williams.
She did it. Now, as soon as I see how them eyebrows was, I'm like, she did it.
No, that eyeshadow, she should have went to jail for that because that was a crime. But
now they know
oh
they
my
don't have to lock Nana up.
yeah.
I
I mean, at this point,
It's the zero in on the roof unscathed.
Did they check it before they took the money?
right? Always want to do a backtrack.
Before they sent the money, like
Yeah, what did you do
This
with the
is
funds?
8 years later.
You could have
Right.
had makeup artists with that money.
Look,
Right.
let her go. Let free her.
Please. And let her live out the rest of her days. But I guess they ain't do it for Bill Cosby with all that money. They're not going to do it for her. They sending her to jail. My Lord. All right. Well, guys, when we come back, it'll be my other favorite part. It's time for Ask the Pew. We'll be right back.
Every day I live to adoring.
All right. We are back. Right on the pew. All right. So Here's our question for the night.
Question in time, cause I just got off and got settled at home. Well, listen to this. This is my question. All of this my question, cause y'all be like, well, what's the question? Or whatever. Well, here it go. Why I get home? Now, mind you, my husband, he ain't sent me nothing to work, no work, no candy, nothing. I get home, nothing. And so I asked him, did he give me anything for Valentine's Day? And he said no. He thought that we were beyond that as a couple. Okay, but we weren't behind it when I took care of him for Sweetest Day. And then my thing is, I look online on Facebook, and there he is posing cheese with his little team at work. You know, he the supervisor, and he bought them all heart-shaped candy and took them out to lunch, talking about I love my team. And mind you, most of them is real cute girls. But okay, whatever. But how you gonna love your team better than you love me? So y'all babies tell me, was I wrong? Because I told him to call his chiropractor because his back gonna be hurting as he love. Yeah, love on that floor, because since you love your team so much, that's where you're going to be sleeping. I'm going to make a nice little pallet. You're going to feel like you in jail. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, sweet babies.
You're not wrong. And give him some jail food too, Tracy. He was out of line for that.
Give him a PB&J sandwich. You don't get no dinner tonight either. Because
Like
you giving out heart-shaped cake.
That fried that boo-boo for her man. Y'all saw that video?
No. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's so nasty.
What? That's what we should have watched.
Wait a minute. Right. That was the hot topic. Wait, did she put it in some flour and stuff?
And she was frying it on the stove. She sprayed some air freshener after. I don't know what she mixed it in. She showed the camera and everything. I'm gonna send you the video, Ryan. I'll send it to you so you can play it next time.
That's awful.
It is.
Well, don't do that, Tracy, because you know his stomach already queasy.
Hey, Reggie.
He gotta go to work. But yeah, he was wrong.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think
the eyebrows quantity.
More appreciation for anybody else other than their spouse, because the spouse is number one. You know, right. Yeah, she get all the frills and thrills, no matter how long they've been married.
Mm-hmm. And then you talking about y'all beyond that, but then if she, I don't know, it's not a tit for tat, but you got to know your spouse too. If you know that that's their love language too, and they like gifts and stuff like that, and we know Tracy because she asks us questions every week. So I would have knew to have Tracy her gifts. I wouldn't even have played with Tracy.
Well, let me be real messy just in case Tracy listening. And Tracy, you know he got his mama something. You know he did.
Oh, because she a widow. She don't have no husband no more.
Yeah.
So he made sure she was
don't
straight.
leave you out.
I would have sent them over there.
That ain't right. Right. No, he would have slept too good over there. She wanted him on the floor.
Mama
got a guest bed.
But mommy can do it. Wifey can do. Going over there with your mama.
Going over there with your mom.
Oh my gosh! So no, Tracy, you were not wrong.
Not at all.
He got to do better than that. And like I said, you got to know your spouse. Period.
Yes.
And know your worth too. I know we laughing and joking, but this brings up so many different scenarios. How sometimes women feel like they're muzzled, for bringing up concerns. So if that's a requirement for you, I think that men do what we require of them. If your spouse loves you, he's going to do what you ask him to do. So.
Yep. That's good. Speaking of spouses, Angel's getting married soon, folks. We're super excited about that.
Congratulations. Ron just put all your business up. Hey, Todd. Y'all get ready for the wedding.
I can't wait I want a date. Come on, give me a date because I'm coming. Okay. Anyways, speaking of Angel, don't forget, guys, to get her book. Get it. Make sure you grab it. It's available right now for pre-order, so make sure you guys grab it. I promise you it's going to be a blessing to you. Scan the QR code right now, make it real easy. Just put it right up to your screen and get it. Also, yes, don't forget to download the Alive Podcast Network as well. Scan that QR code. I love the QR code. It makes it so simple for us. So make sure you do that as well. And also don't forget to go to her website. All right. Go to the AlivePodcastNetwork.com to get more information about Alive. Also, don't forget Pastor Satira Page Mitchell and her husband, Pastor Aaron. Don't forget about their conference that's coming up, the Clinic. Healing the Preacher, Prophet, and Intercessor, March 1st through 2nd. It's going to be located at 1938 Franklin Street in Detroit, Michigan. You don't want to miss it. Don't forget to go to her page to get more information and just stay connected to what's going on in and around her ministry. Of course, we want to download all music by Satira Page Mitchell as well. All right, y'all. This has been good. You know what I really miss, Angel? During the pandemic, Angel did a prayer breakfast every single Saturday. And it was so powerful. I kid you not. Every week, I looked forward to it. And it's amazing how that pandemic, without us even like talking about it, like it brought us so close to God, and just the way we held fast to our faith during that period, because there were so many uncertainties. I mean, I think after that first year, we were like, okay, God, I guess this is just life. We always just not going to be able to really go out. I mean, we just didn't know. We were believing God, but it was just like, Lord, I don't know how you're going to do it, because the way it looked, all I can do is trust you to bring us out. But it was things like that prayer breakfast every week that just gave us hope. And so I don't know, Angel. I know you probably can't do it every week, but maybe once a month or once a quarter, that prayer breakfast was a powerful, powerful thing.
Yeah, I think even like with the Alive and Faith launching, and anybody who has like a ministry and you're looking for other ways to generate revenue for your missions and all that, a lot of people who are members are loving, like you're saying, like just the community outside of just like going in, but like being able to have it available for kids away at college where they still feel connected to their home church, and the sick and shut in where they have that. So yeah, maybe that is a new show, like I said, like for Alive in Faith, because it is something that a lot of people comment on still 5 years later. So thank you for that.
Isn't that something? And the thing that's so amazing too about Alive in Faith is it's benefiting the church, and I think that's so great, because it's like, you're getting this great content out there, but then the church is also getting donations from it. But then this is the thing that's so amazing: you don't really have to do anything extra. You can literally take an excerpt from your Sunday sermon, and then that's what's put on the platform. It's so easy. You've made it so simple. So I definitely think it's something, especially for the growing church. It's perfect.
Growing churches, as well as like singers, like Paul Porter. We're creating a podcast for him, and he is like, has a bunch of different artists that he's going to be interviewing. And we have churches like New Bethel Baptist Church in DC. They're, one of our churches. So it's it's been great so far, and everybody is excited about it. And they're able to walk away feeling like they're giving back and making content more accessible through digital platforms, but they aren't just giving it away. They're making it where it makes sense and allowing the listener to feel like, oh, I can give this way. Because a lot of times people want to know where their money is going.
Right.
Especially with the church. And so this gives them a way to see like, oh, well, this is going towards me having access to this on this platform. And I don't just get their content. I get all of this other Black hosted content. So it's been a win-win.
I love that.
I love it.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
But not only that, Angel, something else just hit me, like the fact that podcast is one of those things where I feel like we still have a group of people who love God, but they prefer to just hear the word.
Yeah.
And so I think it will also engage with people who just love to hear the word. You know, that's their thing. You know, they want to just be able to click on and get a word. And so this gives another avenue for them to do that. They don't have to like search through a bunch of content on YouTube. They can literally go to Alive in Faith and find their word. They can connect with their local church. Like you said, maybe they're away at college and they have a strenuous schedule, but they still want to be able to just listen to the word. All that is perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. Thank you. That's the goal. I wanted to make it as easy as possible where it wasn't like a barrier to entry or you felt like you actually had to create a new show or anything like that. Everybody already recording their sermons. Why not, you know, make a multiple use for it where now you can help people and allow them to help the church as well. And not be frowned upon where it's like, oh, now you're charging people to get the word. No, we're giving them an option to, if they want to give to the church, they can. You don't have to, but we're giving you the option. And a lot of people want that option. A lot of people want to be able to contribute digitally. So we're just helping in that regard.
It's a witnessing tool too. I mean, can you imagine, Satira, like, you know, telling somebody, you know, if you want, please come by the church. And they're like, well, I would love to hear some of your sermons. Oh, you know, all you have to do is here, let me give you this app. Download it. It's, you know, $10 a month and you'll be able to check out my sermons. Oh my gosh, because nowadays people date your church. This is 2025. So before people make a decision, they date your church. They want to hear your message. They want to come by. They want to see how it feels. They want to see if they feel the love when they come in. They want to see if it's just the right fit. Because I don't care what anybody says, there's a church for everybody. And every ministry is not for everybody. And that's okay. There's, you know, different cultures and different ministries. And so I think this platform gives people another opportunity to engage with you. I love Angel. I just keep thinking of more and more things that make it powerful.
No, just one thing, like from the digital standpoint, like, yes, like you want to be able to walk into a church, but in today's climate, I feel like I date several pastors. I'm dating all the churches, you know what I mean? And it gives you an opportunity to figure out like, yo, like I really enjoyed this pastor. And I may be in DC and I'm loving Satira's message. You know, I love how they connect with me as an individual. Or you may have a women's ministry that every church may not have that.
Right.
And so it's thinking outside of the box. How do you push your content and what you're doing in your home church? Because now you have a global reach. Like you don't have to just be bound to the walls of the sanctuary. Now you can, there's no walls. You can be everywhere. You can have a even greater impact. So that's the way I look at it.
Love it.
So now, Angel, if there's a pastor or if there's an individual or whoever, maybe they want a podcast on Alive or Alive in Faith, how do they connect with you so that, or your team, so they can start that conversation?
Yeah, so I will put the I'll give you the thing in the chat, but it's just alive.as.me/faith.
Okay.
Or you can just go to alivepodcastnetwork.com and you can connect with us there. Or you can email me at angel@alivepodcastnetwork.com.
Okay, you put it in a private chat.
I'm gonna put it up right now.
You're gonna put it up. Okay,
I can't
cool.
put it in the regular one.
Okay, cool.
I don't have access.
All right. So I'm gonna leave it there for a while so you guys can get it. I'm excited. I love the fact that it's unapologetically Black too.
Yes.
You know, we
That was
can't do enough to
intentional.
support each other.
In these times, I mean, we all we got.
Yep.
That's right.
Exactly. So, I mean, however we can support people, amplify what it is that they're doing. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's really about the community.
Yes.
It's the community for me.
Yeah.
Thank you, cousin.
I think that's awesome.
I do too. I really, really do. Well, folks, we are a little over our time, so we got to get off here. But thank you so much to Angel for being here with us tonight. As always, I've enjoyed you. Satira, we got to have you back. You fit in so well. Thank you
Yes.
so much for coming. Don't
Thank
forget,
you for
y'all,
having
we
me.
got to get to the clinic. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And Mel, as always, we love y'all for free. We'll talk to you next week right here on the Pew. Soul
Bye-bye.
TV, thank y'all so much for watching us
Thank
on
you,
Thursdays
Soul
at 9
TV.
p.m. on your TV screen. We love y'all. Thank y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.